Wow.
And Joseph Scott, he wakes up on time. Now, last week we missed you, didn't we?
That's right. We just traded
It
it.
just happened.
I overslept last week. Danny overslept this week. So.
Well, we'll be back in action tomorrow. And you say you don't have a car for tomorrow. We'll
I don't
talk
have
about
a car
everything.
tomorrow, but
cold.
I'll
It's
come up with something
January.
good to talk about.
Got something good to talk about. You know, it's January. It's kind of hard. Austin, it's kind of hard for him to get out here and get a vehicle down at Jimmy Smith this time of morning.
You know, he's always bringing up new cars, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it because they're talking about incentives and discounts. But have you seen his used cars lately? He's got a Corvette, a Camaro. He needs a good-looking Mustang GT up there, but still, he does have a good selection of
He
used
still got
cars.
that yellow
Corvette?
Corvette.
No, I think they sold that one. They've got a black one
That would
now.
last long.
Well, they got a lot of stuff done. In the car business, you know, 2015 was one of the best years ever in the car
Yeah,
business.
that's good. You know, he runs a lot of commercials. You hear him on the radio and the TV a lot. So
He's doing a lot of stuff.
glad to have him
Thank
as a
goodness he's
sponsor.
advertising with us. What's your latest movie? And when's your premiere coming out?
Well, I think there's some delays going on with Stay, the first one that I did. They're in the middle of what they call post-production now. They're looking at doing some editing and stuff. I would have thought.
Now the real work.
Yeah, I would have thought the trailer would have been out by now, but just not yet. Arlie, the short film that I did up in north of Chattanooga, I talked with the director of that recently, and he said that they're working with a composer. So they're putting the score together. I'll have to ask Danny
So
about
how
that.
long have you been in the movie business now?
I started last July.
It's almost a year.
June
Well,
or
a year
July.
and a half.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? And you think about all that I've gotten to do. Yeah, there's Stay. The guy on the right there, Princeton, I ran into him at Belk during the holidays. He works there, I guess, part-time, and he's been over at Atlanta trying out for a couple of big roles.
So how does it differ than a regular job? Is it just fun, or
Well,
you ain't really making
Or
a
is
whole lot
it
of money
just
yet?
the newness?
You have
so
to be
far?
patient. You know,
Yeah.
Danny told me, he said there's going to be days when you're going to sit on set
For hours.
before they yell, hey, it's time for your role or it's time for your part. Seriously, I mean, like 6 or 8 hours you may wait for them to get ready to film you, but they want you there, they want you on set so that you're ready to go. But yeah, it's tremendously fun. I mean, the background work that I've done, you don't sit that long.
Yeah.
You're in and out.
How big a help is our church buddy and Sunday school buddy Danny Benson been for you?
Tremendous. I mean, his classes, you know, okay, we're friends and we've, you know, grown a relationship together, but, you know, we have to put that aside. When he's teaching, when he's telling me tricks of the trade, terminology, on-set terminology is big, and he's full of stories. And we'll get off on a tangent because, you know, Danny, you know, we'll get to talking about something on set, and he'll say, well, let me give you an example. And he'll give me an example. One time he was on set with Robert Redford or Robert De Niro.
Now, he's been in a lot of stuff that he don't talk about.
He has, and it's not, a lot of stuff's not even on his resume,
Right.
you know. So he's excited about this Vampire he went over to do his ADR, whatever that's term that's called,
What is
the
that?
voiceover stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what that term
We're
stands
just
for.
minions.
Yeah, but he said that he got to watch his scene as he was doing the voiceover stuff, and he said it's good. It's
Oh,
real
good.
good. So 2 weeks from now,
Is there anything you don't like about it,
me
other than having to keep patience?
driving to Atlanta, I don't like that. I mean, driving to
Long
Nashville
trip.
is a long trip, but no, I'm loving it. I mean, you know, they always say when you find what you were meant to do, you'll thrive at it, and it won't seem like a job.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready to
I'm
quit.
still waiting on that to happen.
You're
to
waiting
me.
on that?
I'm just waiting on that to happen to me, Joseph.
I'm not ready to quit my day job anytime
Joseph
soon.
or JP? What do we
No,
call
it's Joseph.
Okay.
My family calls me, some of my family calls me JP because I'm Joseph Patrick, but anyway.
I didn't know if you had a stage name.
No, we talked about that.
JP
He said
wouldn't
you
be
got to
bad.
decide what name you want to go with. There's me as Elvis. You know whose house that was at? Don and Sheila Lauderdale.
Oh, really?
They had a pool party. It was
Oh, that's right. They told us the whole story.
luau. Is that what they
Yeah,
call
luau,
it?
yeah.
And I came out as Elvis, but
You came out of the closet. Huh?
yeah, I was a few pounds slimmer back then. But
All right, you gonna be back tomorrow?
I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about the car shows and what's coming up this spring. I met with a guy yesterday about a huge car show on the Arsenal.
Okay.
That's going to be exciting. So
Well, we
I think
don't expect to have cars during January and February.
Well, that's
outside.
true. A little cold.
I don't even work 3 days a week anymore, and I'm down to 2 days a week, some since the cold weather. We old people like to stay in sleep, don't we, Frank?
They get cold
I like to
easy.
get up around 5. I'm getting used to staying in bed past 2:30, 2:15 in the morning.
Hey, shout out to Joe's Pizza. That's where we had our lesson on Monday, and I was thinking, okay, is Joe going to come over here and sit down in the booth with us and hinder us from taking our class? You know, you want to chat with him, but when you're in class, you're in class. But he didn't. He
Can't
was
be
busy.
rude now. You can't just
No,
throw
he
people
came
off
over and
that.
chatted with us.
Joe may be back with us tomorrow. I don't know. He had a little surgery done, so I don't know if he's
Yeah.
back up and going or not. But anyway,
Everything
we'll be
went
back
well.
in action tomorrow morning. Appreciate y'all being with us. But first, you know Alabama won national championship this year.
I did.
And the way it looks like, there's a good chance might win it again this next year. That's what I
you're
predict.
predicting it.
Well, I saw this on there. Daryl Dumas, his name is nickname Double D.
Double
Came up-
D.
Yeah, nickname Double. Well, Daryl Dumas.
That could be a bad thing.
I get it.
Double D's
Yeah.
his nickname. Came up with this song about Alabama. It's all right, I guess. But hey, any song we got with Alabama winning another national championship. No offense to
They'll
all
take.
guys out there. Y'all open on Clemson, you know.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
It's only 280-something days still. About 280 days now to kick off of the first game of the year.
Only. Well,
Here's that video, and we'll go fight the elements as we go outside and leave y'all today. We'll be back tomorrow morning live.
today.
Y'all can always hit me up at countryrover@gmail.com or 230-1123, and I'll tell y'all about some other things going on too. We'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow morning. Here's old Double D.
Was a shootout in the desert, bullets flying and rockets glare. Made the OK Corral and Tombstone look like a peaceful little love affair. Well, it all got started with the bull up the middle, 50 yards of smoke and dust. But something kept telling me inside, this ain't gonna be enough. This tiger ain't like the one we put to sleep down at LSU. If we're gonna leave him dead in this desert, it's gonna take a prayer or two. His teeth are long and his claws are sharp. Brother, there's some fire in his eyes. But this cat will need more than 9 lives if he thinks he's gonna swim this tide. 'Cause we ain't called the tide for nothing. Baby, we've been tried and proved. If it's a war that you want in this desert, you better put on your boots. Yeah, lightning's about to strike in this desert. Caught the cat napping at the right time. There's some things that's about to happen. Gonna put an end to his 9 lives. Now Debo kinda looks like Tebow, like his world just come to an end. That's the price you pay, Debo, for starting wars that you can't win. We ain't called a tide for nothing. Baby, we've been tried and proved. If it's a war that you want in this desert, you better slip on your boots. Has anybody seen that cat? Kitty, 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 kitty. Where'd that cat go?
When you wake up in the morning, you know just where it's at. Everybody says he's a real gone cat.